Hi guys, I think I'm live now. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please do let me know in the chat that everything is good. And then we'll start today's session. You can go to cracku.in/live to take part in the test. Let me know in the chat if everything is good. Good evening, Priti. How are you? I'm audible. Okay, good to know. Please go to cracku.in/live and please do like the stream. Hi, Ashtosh. How are you? Sir, any takeaways from CAT sample paper, especially for LRDI, which has 20 questions? I don't want to pay too much attention to it. Be mentally ready for any changes, especially for people in slot 1. But in my opinion, that should not happen. I would still expect CAT to have 20 questions only. I didn't look at the sample paper, to be honest, because going by what happened in the earlier years, the sample paper or the changes in the sample paper had no real bearing on the actual examination. Mostly they were just previous year's questions. So I didn't even look at it. This kind of a thing happened even like 2 years back or so, when there was supposedly a big change in the number of questions and people got all nervous. But on the day of the examination, nothing really changed. Somebody is asking how much score is ideal for 9 percentile. I would say if you're scoring above 80 marks, most likely you will score 9 percentile. If the level of difficulty is not very different from last year. Ayush is saying, sir, do you meditate? Yes, I do meditate quite often. Okay, guys, please go to cracku.in/live and let us start today's test. These stats is asking how to join the test. Please go to cracku.in/live. The test will start in exactly another 1 minute. Aman Ansari is asking, sir, I'm solving the DLR set but not able to get to the last. So I think that is always there, where you might feel like you are stuck in the middle, but you'll have to just push through. There is no other alternative. Sir, I've got slot 3. Suggest ways in which I can be calm till the evening. I always get stressed. Okay. Let me post the first question. It has 8 minutes. And after that, I'll answer this question. So if you have slot 3, what I would tell you is very simple. I want you to be not get tired just by waiting. So I'll tell you the things that you should not do. I don't want you to go through these Telegram groups or Reddit groups or WhatsApp groups trying to find out what is how the other people in different slots have done. What is the real difficulty level? What kind of questions are asked? All these kind of things, if your brain is working feverishly, you'll get very tired. You might not feel that way, even if you're sitting at home. If your brain is working very much, you will get tired. So when your time comes to take the examination, you will not perform well. So try to ensure that your brain is well rested. You can read a book. You can maybe sleep in the morning. You can wake up late. You can do whatever you want. I'm not asking you to completely shut off from this Reddit or Telegram groups, because then also I don't think it will be productive. Then you will be wondering, you will be getting paranoid about what are the kind of questions that are asked. But I'm saying don't spend too much time on it. Maybe spend less than 10 to 15 minutes trying to get an idea of what are the kind of questions asked. Are there any big surprises? But just leave it at that. And after that, just relax, calm down, talk to your friends, talk to your parents, just lie, maybe revise some of the formulas. Don't get very nervous or very panicky, and try to get into that zone. Ashutosh Kumar is saying what to practice in VARC in these last few days. I would recommend you to definitely watch the revision video that Sai has made about how to get better in VARC. She has also done a 3-hour stream last Saturday about complete revision of VARC. It is a very useful stream. I would recommend you to watch it. Please do like the stream, guys. We have 130 people on our website and around 80 people on YouTube. So total of around 200 people are there. Please do like it. Sayed Ghosh is saying, sir, what about slot 1 daily routine from tomorrow for 10 days? One thing I would definitely tell you is definitely wake up every day at 6 a.m. Make it a point, sleep early, wake up early. Because your mind should be fresh at 8:30. It should be extremely fresh. You should not feel sleepy or anything like that. So you should be attuned to it. That is the first thing. Take at least 3 mocks in the same time period. That is from 8:30 to 10:30. Take at least 3 mocks. If your exam center is far away, try to book a hotel nearby. These are like the common things that I would recommend slot 1 people to do. Ishita is saying, sir, in LRDI section, while taking mock, I get lost and not able to solve sets. Okay. But when I get solution, I see I was solving right and was almost on the right track and made almost 80-90% set correct. What should I do, sir? See, good thing is you have realized what is the mistake you're making. You, more than anybody else, you can analyze your mistakes very well. That is true for every person. So if you have analyzed it, that you are, most of the cases, you are actually on the right track and you're actually very close to solving the set correct, just stick to it. If you encounter that kind of a situation in the next mock, tell yourself that this kind of a thing has happened earlier. So you should just stick to it and try to solve it. So you should have that confidence of sticking through. A. Rana is saying, any tips for analyzing LRDI? I would say try to see if you have been able to select the right sets. LRDI, the key element is whether you have selected the right sets or not. That is the most important thing. So try to see if you're missing out on any easy sets. Second thing is on the D day, if you're solving only one set, I think that is fine. If you're getting one set completely correct, I think most likely you will cross the 80 percentile mark. So you should clear the cutoff. Sir, I'm able to get my answers correct if I do from textbooks, but while giving mocks, my answers are always wrong. I think again, you are having some issues with respect to examination pressure or nervousness during the examination. Try to avoid that. Sir, I'm not able to score marks in dash cards, but when I see I make silly mistakes in Quant and LRDI and in VARC, getting confused in the last two options and then getting negative marks. I think this is a common phenomenon which I observe. Many people feel that they're able to come and eliminate two options, and in the last two options, they're always selecting the wrong option. I think this is maybe just a psychological thing. If you're actually able to eliminate two options, that I think is a very good thing. Because if you attempt 10 questions, what I notice is if you attempt 10 questions this way, where you're eliminating two options, and you're picking the wrong option, just by probability, you will be getting 5 correct and 5 wrong. But the 5 questions that you get correct, when you're analyzing them, you don't remember that you got that question correct by luck. You feel that you have eliminated 3 options, or you tell yourself or convince yourself that you actually solved it correctly. But the 5 questions that you got wrong, you remember that, okay, I was actually very close. I thought that it was either this or that, and I marked the wrong answer. So many times that happens, which is just your mind playing tricks. If you're able to eliminate two options, you're definitely on the right track. Don't worry too much and don't overthink. So let us answer this question. In this question, we are given 6 colleges and there are 4 sections, section A, B, C and D. Each college has certain cutoffs for certain sections and it also has an aggregate cutoff. For some, it is blank. For some of the sections and colleges, it would imply that there is no cutoff for that particular section. We are told that there is one person, Bhama, who got calls from all the colleges. What would be the minimum aggregate marks that she got? So if you're looking at Bhama, she got calls from all the 6 colleges. So what is the minimum score that she could have had in section A? In section A, the minimum score she should have had is 45. Why is it 45? Because if she received any marks which is less than 45, she would not have gotten a call from college 5. Because in college 5, the cutoff for section A is the highest and it is 45. Similarly, what is the minimum marks that she could have got in section B? In section B, the highest cutoff is 45 for college 2. So again, she should get at least 45 in section B. Suppose she gets 44 in section B or any mark which is less than or equal to 44, she would not get a call from college 2. But because Bhama got a call from all the colleges, in section B also she has to score at least 45. What about section C? In section C, the minimum score that she could have got is 46. Because if she scored any marks which is less than 46, she would not get a call from college 3. So the minimum marks that she could have gotten from section C is 46. What about section D? In section D, the minimum score she could have gotten is 45. So overall, the minimum aggregate score that she could have gotten is 45 plus 45 plus 46 plus 45, which is equal to 181. So the answer for this question is option B. Let us look at the next question. Charlie got a call from 2 colleges. Okay, what could be the minimum marks obtained by him in any section? Now, we don't know what are the 2 colleges that he got calls from. We don't know how much he scored in the other sections. But what we'll try to do is, for each college, that is for college 1, we will try to see what is the minimum he can score in any particular section and still get a call. That is, for example, if you're considering only college 1, that is over here. The aggregate marks he has to get is 176. Are there cutoffs for each of the sections? There is no cutoff for section D. So what is the minimum marks that he can score in section D? For this person to get a call from college 1, and if you're trying to minimize the marks that he scores in section D, we will assume that he scored 50 in section A, 50 in section B, and 50 in section C. So here he scored 150. But the aggregate cutoff is 176. The difference of this 176 minus 150 has to be scored in the last section. So the minimum score that this person has to score to get a call from college 1 is 26. Essentially what we are saying is, if we know for sure that there is a person who scored 25 marks in section D, we can say immediately that that person will not get a call from college 1. Why is that the case? Because even if he scores 50, 50 and 50, and if in section D where there is no cutoff, if he scores 25, this total is 175. The aggregate cutoff will not be crossed. So what we are trying to do is, we are trying to get him to score just the aggregate cutoff and ensure that in any section where there is cutoffs, he's going to score high, and any section where he doesn't have a minimum cutoff, he'll try to score low. For example, let us do it for college 2. In college 2, there are cutoffs for section B and section C. So somebody who got a call from college 2, his aggregate score has to be at least 175. But there is no cutoff for section A. There is no cutoff for section D. So what is the minimum marks that he can score in section A and still get a call? For that to happen, we can assume that section B he scores full, section C he scores full, and section D he scores full. So to get a call from college 2, the minimum marks that he will score in section A is 25. Similarly, the minimum marks that he can score in section D is also 25. But both these cases will not happen together. That is, he's not going to get a call if he scores 25 in section A and 25 in section D. At max in one of these two, he has to score 25. But in the remaining 3 sections, he has to score 50. If he scores 50, 50, 50 and 25, the aggregate will be 175 and he can get a call. Similarly, what about college 3? In college 3, there is only one cutoff, which is section C. And in section A, section B and section D, there are no cutoffs. The overall cutoff mark is 171. So in college 3, he can score 21 in section A or 21 in section B or 21 in section D and still get a call. But if he is scoring 21 in one of these 3 sections, in the remaining 3 sections, he has to get full. What about college 4? In college 4, there are 2 sectional cutoffs for section A and section D, and the overall cutoff is 178. So the minimum that he has to score in section B is 28, or the minimum that he can score in section C is also 28. In any one of these 2 cases, suppose he scores 28 in section B, in section A, C and D, he has to score 50, so that the total aggregate score is 150 plus 28, which is 178. Similarly, if you're looking at college 5, there are 2 sectional cutoffs in section A and section C. For him to get a call from college 5, in section A, he has to score greater than or equal to 45. In section C also, he has to score greater than or equal to 43. But there is no sectional cutoffs for sectional B and sectional D. So in section B, the minimum score that he has to score, because the overall score is 180, he has to score at least 30. And in this particular case, what we are saying is, if he scores 30 in section B, in the remaining 3 sections, he is going to score full, clear the sectional cutoffs and also clear the aggregate cutoffs. Similarly, there is no sectional cutoff for section D, but still the minimum score he has to score will be 30. Again, for the same reason. For college 6, the aggregate score is 176. There is no cutoff for A and C, but the minimum score in A will be 26, because the remaining 3, if they are scoring 50, 50, 50, plus 26 is 176. Similarly, C min also will be 26. You might be wondering why we made all of this. We made all of this because we are trying to find out 2 colleges from which this person will get a cutoff and still score very low in any particular section. If you are looking at it, the minimum score, the least score in any section that he can score and still get a call is 21 in college 3. So in college 3, suppose this person scores 21 in one of the sections. That section can be either A or B or D. If it is told to you that there is this person who scored 25 in section D, then you will say that the best case for him is that he'll get a call from college 3. The minimum score for any of the other colleges is greater than 21. So somebody who is scoring 21 in one of the sections, if that section is A, B or D, the best case scenario for him is only shortlist from college 3. And if somebody tells you that in D he is scoring 21, the case where he scores 50 in the remaining 3 sections would ensure that he'll get a call from college 3, but he won't get a call from any other college. What we are told is that he got 2 calls. He got calls from 2 colleges. So the minimum score in any of the sections has to be greater than 21. The next cutoff you will see is there is 21 here, and after that there is 25. D minimum is 21 for college 3, D minimum for college 2 is 25. Now if you are told that there is a case where there is a person who scored in section D 25 marks, and in the remaining 3 sections he scored 50. That is, in section A he scored 50, section B he scored 50, section C he scored 50, and he scored 25 in section D. Now this person is not going to get a call from college 1, because in college 1 he has to score at least 26 to get a call, but he will get a call from college 2. He will get a call from college 3. He won't get a call from college 4, or probably he won't get a call from college 4 because he won't clear the cutoff for section D. He won't get a call from college 5 because the minimum score for college 5 is 30 in section D. He won't get a call from college 6 because again the section cutoffs for D is 44. But by scoring 50, 50, 50 and 25, he is going to get calls from 2 colleges. So the correct answer is 25. Let us look at the last question. Atiya did not get a call from even a single college. Okay. what could be the maximum aggregate marks obtained by him? So there is one person who did not get a call from any of the college. Now for this kind of a situation, what we would ideally assume is similar to what we answered earlier. Here we'll try to make this person score full marks in as many sections as possible and low marks in one, such that he'll just miss the cutoff. You will see that section C has a lot of cutoffs for most of the colleges. So suppose if this person scores 41 in section C, he's not going to get a call from college 1. He's not going to get a call from college 2. He's not going to get a call from college 3. He won't get a call from college 5. So somebody who scores 41 in section C, 50 in section A, 50 in section B, and say 50 in section D, even with 50 in all the remaining 3 sections, just by getting 41 in section C, that person is not going to get calls from 4 colleges. But he's going to get calls from college 4 and college 6. So section C, if we are just decreasing it slightly less than the cutoff, we are eliminating 4 colleges, but still 2 colleges remaining, which are college 4 and college 6. College 4 and college 6 have sectional cutoffs for sectional D. నాకు కావాలంటే నేను చెప్తాను, మధ్యలో రాకు, పెట్టిరా. నేను నీకు మెసేజ్ చేస్తాను, నెక్స్ట్ టైం వచ్చాయి. ఓకే, sorry, I was just distracted. Where was I? So basically for section D, to not get a call from section D, the minimum score to not get a call from college 4 and college 6, in section D, if that person scores 43, he won't get a call from from college 4 and college 6. So the scenario we are essentially saying is that suppose this person scores 50 in section A, 50 in section B. Suppose he scores 41 in section C and 43 in section D. This person is not going to get a call from any of the colleges, and the total will be 184. So the answer for this question is option C, which is 184. Let us look at the next set. Please do like this stream, guys. We have more than 100 people on YouTube and 180 people on our website. Sir, I'm scoring negative and single digits. Please suggest what I should do. I would just recommend you to solve as many questions as you can. Be thorough with the basics and just hope for the best. Question is behind me. Okay. Please go to cracku.in/live. I think that should help you. Ishita is saying, sir, how to choose which RC to attempt first in CAT and in VA section? I get parajumble 90% correct, but other VAs 50-50. Should I attempt only parajumble from VRC or should give try to other VRC questions? I think you should attempt most questions. If your accuracy is around 50%, that is still pretty good accuracy, because if you think about it, if you're attempting 2 questions, you're getting 1 correct and 1 wrong. In the question that you're getting it wrong, you're losing 1 mark. In the question you're getting correct, you're getting 3 marks. So if it is 50-50, you should definitely attempt it. Ayush is saying, do you have time left after solving the second set? Most of the times I don't have time after solving the second set. I would have like say 5-6 minutes left, and in that I try to make good guesses with theta. I normally attempt 2 sets in 40 minutes. Sometimes in very rare situations I get the third set correct, but my theta options, the guesses are not bad. Sometimes, many times I get at least 1 theta question correct based on how I guess. Sir, how to complete second set, as I have always 2-3 questions from the second set. Leave 2-3 questions. I think you have to just be slightly faster. Solve as many questions as you can. Practice as many questions as you can. That will ensure that your speed improves. But again, right now it is all about keeping your calm and trying to give the best that you can on the day of the examination. Sir, the timer always squares me, though I'm comfortable with LR. Even I'm comfortable. See, it is also a mental game. CAT is not just about your skill or your aptitude. It is also about how much you can keep your composure. So try to not focus too much on the time, or at least when you feel that you're getting into that anxiety spiral, try to stop it at the start itself, where you don't think too much about it. You tell yourself that I still have time, and try to motivate yourself. The thing is, these are things which are personal and only you can figure out the best way to beat it. What I do notice is that once people get into this panic spiral, it is very difficult to come back out. So once you start feeling that, okay, I'm having less time, once you start getting agitated like that, the section is very difficult to salvage. But it won't happen suddenly. It won't happen that suddenly you start panicking. You notice the panic levels rising. So I'm trying to tell you that at the start itself, try to distract yourself and try to focus on the question. Okay, Mohan, if that is the case, try to not look at the timer. Another way in which it helps many people is decrease their anxiety is if they at least tell themselves that I don't need to score 100 percentile. I don't need to score 99.5 percentile. I just need to score my best. Try to see that this is what you are trying to do. You are trying to give your best, and it is okay if you don't do well. Don't try to put too much pressure on yourself. That will just ensure that you are going to get too panicky and all. This is another reason I always advise people to have a job when they're taking CAT, because then it is easy for you to tell yourself and calm yourself down. I can understand the situation of students who are taking the examination without a job, because then it feels a lot more stressful. Okay, let us answer this question. Suppose this is how it is. This is health. This is education. This is energy. This is water and sanitation, and this is transport. This is for city A, and this is for city B. What do we know about city B? What we do know about city B is that the water and sanitation spent is 162,100,000. Here it is given, everything is in thousands. So essentially the spending for water and sanitation for city B is 162 lakhs. But what is it? What is the percentage? If you calculate the total percentages of everything else, it is 25% plus 15% plus 20% plus 22%, which comes to 82%. So 162 lakhs is 18% of the total spend of city B, or the total spend of city B will be 162 divided by 0.18, which is equal to 900 lakhs. So the total spend of city B is 900 lakhs. Out of that, health is 15%, which will be 135 lakhs. Education is 20%, which will be 180 lakhs. Energy is 22%, that is 198 lakhs. 22% of 900 lakhs is 198 lakhs. And transport is 25%. 25% of 900 lakhs is 225 lakhs. We are also told that the education of city A, that is over here, is 15 lakhs more than the health budget of city B. Health budget of city B is 135 lakhs. So education budget of city A is 150 lakhs. But this 150 lakhs is what percentage? If you are looking at education, this is 25%. So 0.25 into the total budget of city A is equal to 150, or the total budget of city A is 150 divided by 0.25, which is equal to 600 lakhs. So this is 600 lakhs. Health, out of that is 20%. 20% of 600 lakhs is 120 lakhs. Energy is 30% of 600 lakhs, which is 180 lakhs. Water and sanitation is 8% of 600 lakhs, which is 48 lakhs. Transport is 17% of 600 lakhs, which is 102 lakhs. If category-wise budgets of all the two cities are combined, which sector has the second highest budget? Okay. What is the total budget of health? It is 120 plus 135, which is 255. While that of education is 150 plus 180, which is 330. For energy, it is 180 plus 198, which is 378. For water and sanitation is 48 plus 162, which is equal to 210. For transport, it is 102 plus 225, which is 327. The highest is energy. The second highest is 330, which is education. So the correct answer is option B. Let us look at the next question. Which of the following pairs of budgets are the same? If you're looking at the pairs of the budgets, the only two which are same are this 180 lakhs, which is energy of city A and education of city B. Energy of A and education of B. In how many sectors is the budget of city B more than double that of city A? Is the budget of city B more than double that of city A in health? No. Is it true in education? No. Is it true in energy? No. Is it true in water and sanitation? It is. Because 162 is greater than twice 48. Twice 48 is 96, 162 is greater than that. It is also true in transport because 225 is greater than twice of 102. Twice of 102 is 204. 225 is greater than 204. So it is true in two sectors. Let us look at the next question. What is the ratio of population of two cities? If the ratio of per capita budget of A to that of B is 4:3. The total budget of city A is 600. If you assume that the population of A is PA, the total budget of city B is 900. If you assume that the population of city B is PB, this we are told is 4/3. Or 600 by PA is equal to 900 by PB into 4/3. This is 300. This is 2. Or the ratio of PA by PB is equal to 1/2. So the correct answer is option A. Let us look at the next set. Please do like the stream, guys. Sir, my doubt. My quant is really strong with arithmetic and geometry, so I have a good accuracy but low attempt rate because I don't find modern math and algebra intuitive to solve. What to do? I would always recommend students to cover the basics of all the topics. Right now, you can argue that you don't have a lot of time. If that is the case, still I would recommend you to go through the revision videos of Cracku so that at least the basics are covered. A. Rana is saying, sir, what is the absolute least number of questions one has to get correct in quants to cross sectional percentile? I don't know that, man. I would say maybe 5 questions if you get all 5 correct. But I think that is a wrong mindset to attempt the examination. To even approach the examination with thinking of what is the bare minimum I should do, I think is not the right mind space to be in when you're taking the examination. Ayush is saying, sir, how to complete the second set? As I've already answered this, Ayush. Ankit Nandi is saying, sir, I'm focusing on Venn diagrams, miscellaneous sets, charts and tables. Is it okay? I think that is a good idea. Focus on as many types of sets as possible. In LRDI, if you know how to represent the data of whatever is given in the set, I think half the battle is won. Nimesh Pilani saying, sir, please give tips for VARC, equal correct and wrong answers. I would just tell you long term, the right thing to do is read as much as you can. Try to read and inculcate that habit on a regular basis. That is how you improve. If you ask me what to do in the last 10 days, it is difficult to really give you any very focused answer. What I would just tell you is try to increase your attempt rate. Many times people attempt less because they feel that they are getting a lot of negative marks. I feel that that is a bad strategy. A more practical strategy is ensuring that you are attempting as many as possible. I give this example many times. I'll repeat it even now. Suppose you are attempting a question where there are 4 options. One of them is correct and the remaining 3 are wrong. The probability of getting that question correct without knowing anything about it is 1 by 4. The probability that you will get it wrong is 3 by 4. Now, when you are getting it correct, you are getting 3 marks. And when you are getting it wrong, you are losing 1 mark. So, by just randomly guessing, the expected marks that you get is 0. That is, it is 1 by 4 into 3 minus 3 by 4 into 1, which is 0. But suppose you are able to eliminate one option. You know for sure that option D is definitely not correct. You have figured it out. But you don't know whether A or B or C is correct. So now you have one option which is correct and 2 options which are wrong. When you are getting the correct answer, you are getting plus 3. When you are getting the wrong answer, you are getting minus 1. But now the probability of getting it correct is 1 by 3 because you eliminated one option. And the probability of getting it wrong is 2 by 3. So now the expected marks is 1 by 3 into 3 minus 2 by 3 into 1. This you will notice is actually 1 by 3. If you are able to eliminate 2 options, one of them is correct, one of them is wrong. So you are half 50-50 chance of you actually getting it correct. But when you get it correct, you are getting plus 3. And when you are getting it wrong, you are getting minus 1. So the expected marks is 1 by 2 into 3 minus 1 by 2 into 1, which will come to 1 mark. So in general, especially in verbal ability, if you are able to eliminate even one option, I would recommend you to go for it. Yes, A Rana is asking, is attempting all the Cracku sectionals and analyzing them a good strategy? I think it's a very good strategy. Please do it. Mukesh is saying, sir, I'm having confidence issues with LRDI even though I have potential. How do I overcome this, sir? I think one important trick to improve confidence in LRDI is solving previous year's papers of LRDI. That I think will help you understand that if that kind of a set comes again in this year's CAT, you'll be able to answer it. So definitely I would recommend you to download the CAT previous year's papers, the PDFs. You can find them for free on our Cracku website. Go and download at least the last 3-4 years CAT previous year's papers and then try to solve the LRDI sets. Aaron is saying, sir, can we solve this caselet by drawing the 4 quadrants? I think it is important for you to draw the 4 quadrants to solve this set. Gautam is saying, sir, my performance is just worsening these days. Too many silly mistakes, calculation errors. I think it is just panic. Don't worry. You won't suddenly become a bad student in the last 2 weeks. It is very clearly just your nervousness as the exam is approaching, which is also very, very common among students. So recognize that and don't panic more, because the more you panic, it is only going to become a cyclical pattern where it is going to be difficult for you to overcome it. Just relax, calm down, go for a long walk, talk to your parents, Just chill for some time and then try to solve it again. Because the more you panic, if you're wondering, why is this happening, why is this happening now, all of those thoughts are not going to help you. It is important for you to take a break, a small break for a couple of hours and then reassess and re-energize. In this question, we are given 23 boxes. The 23 boxes are given in 4 quadrants. If you are drawing the quadrants will look something like this. This is the 10, 10. Because if you are looking at it, we have product popularity over here. Let us call it PP. And we have the market potential here. Let us call it MP. This is 10, 10. Which will be, if you want to look at it, it will be something like this. This is the 10 mark and this is the 10 mark. Now, when both of them are greater than 10, it is promising. So, this is promising. When product popularity is greater than 10, but market potential is less than 10, it is blockbuster. So, this is blockbuster. When product popularity is less than 10, but market potential is greater than 10, it is doubtful. So, this is doubtful. And if both of them are less than 10, there is no hope. So, this is the no hope category. You can figure it out. The number of items in the promising category are 3. This is 1, 2 and 3. If you want, we can even identify the revenue. The revenue for the first one is 2, the revenue for the second one is 9, and the revenue for the third one is 1, 2, 3, 3. How many are there in blockbuster? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. There are 7 in blockbuster. And what are the revenues? If you are looking at the revenue, one of them is 4, another one is 2, and this belongs to, we know this belongs to Charlie. We are talking about this one, this belongs to Charlie. Another one which is vertical belongs to alpha and its revenue is 1, 2 and 3. There is 3 which belongs to alpha. I am talking about this one. Then we have one which is belonging to Charlie, which has 1, 2. And this is 1, 2 and 3. So, it has 6. And this belongs to Charlie. The next one is the red one, which is Bravo one, which is 1, 2. And this is 1, 2 and 3. So, this is also 6 and this belongs to Bravo. Then we are left with 2. One of them is alpha. This also is 6. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this also is 6. This is belong to alpha. And the last one seems to be slightly big. This is 9. And this we don't know which one it belongs to. Blockbuster has 7. What about no hope? Over here we have 1 and 2. We have 2 ones. They seem to be small, which are not identified. There is 1, 2 and 3. This one. This also is not identified. And then we have 3 which are identified. There is 2 which belongs to alpha. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 again which belongs to alpha. And we have 1 which belongs to Bravo, which also is 4. What is the total number? We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about doubtful? The number of items in doubtful number of boxes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So, we have 7 in doubtful. Their sizes, we have one which is a 1 unit one, this one which is not identified. We have a 9 one which is not identified, this one. We have one which belongs to alpha, which is 4. We have a 6 which is not identified. we have a 1 which belongs to alpha, which is identified, and the remaining 2 are Bravo. There is one which has a revenue of 2, which is Bravo, and there is 1, 2, 3. I think this is 6. There is a 6 which belongs to Bravo. This we have identified. Just to make a correction, the total number of boxes is 23. 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 6 is 23. So far so good. Let us look at this one. Let us look at the clues that are given. Alpha and Bravo had the same number of products in the blockbuster category. In the blockbuster category, Alpha has 2. Alpha has 2 that we have identified, and Bravo has 1 that we have identified. This would imply that one of them has to belong to Bravo and the other one has to belong to Charlie amongst this one and this one, because Alpha is 2. Now, if one of them belongs to Alpha, Alpha will have 3 and Bravo can have at max 2. That is not possible. So, one of them has to belong to Bravo and one of them has to belong to Charlie. We just don't know which one it is yet. One of them is Bravo. So, the total number of Bravo is 2. Total number of Alpha is 2. Total number of Charlie will be 3 in blockbuster. Charlie had more products than Bravo, but fewer products than Alpha in the no hope category. What is the total number of boxes in the no hope category? There are 6 boxes in the no hope category. What we are told is that Alpha has more than, Charlie has more than Bravo. This would essentially imply that Charlie should have 3, Alpha should have 3, Charlie should have 2 and Bravo should have 1. Because the total number of boxes is 6 and Alpha has more than, Charlie has more than Bravo. So the only possibility is that Charlie has 2, Alpha has 3 and Bravo has 1. This would essentially imply that 2 out of these 3 should belong to Charlie or Alpha. 2 out of these 3 should belong to Charlie and 1 should belong to Alpha. We just don't know which one it is yet, so we'll keep it like that. Each company had an equal number of products in the promising category. In the promising category, basically it will be 1, 1 and 1. There are 3 products, all of them should have 1, 1, 1. Again, we don't know which one it is yet. Charlie did not have a product in the doubtful category. So, in the doubtful category, all of them are either Alpha or Bravo. While Alpha had 1 product more than Bravo in this category. The total number of products is 7. So, this would imply that Alpha should be 4, Bravo is 3. In promising, Alpha is 1, Bravo is 1, Charlie is 1. In no hope category, Alpha is 3, Charlie is 2, Bravo is 1. In the blockbuster category, Alpha is 2, Charlie is 3 and Bravo is 2. We have identified all of this. I am just putting it over here so that there won't be any confusion. Somebody is asking what is the level of difficulty of this set. This is a set from CAT 2018. This is a direct set from one of the previous year's CATs. So this is the kind of set that can be expected. It is not a very difficult set or a very easy set, but this is a kind of set which should be definitely answered within 20 minutes in the examination. So this, in my opinion, is a set which is kind of solvable. It is not a very, very difficult set, but it is not an easy set. I would say this is a medium to hard level set, which should be answered within 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. Charlie did not have a product, Alpha, this is done. Bravo had higher revenue than Alpha in products in the doubtful category. In the doubtful category, what we are basically told is that Bravo's revenue is greater than Alpha's revenue in the doubtful category. What is the revenue of Alpha? The revenue of Alpha that we know is 4 plus 1, which is 5. What is the revenue of Bravo that we know? It is 6 plus 2, which is 8. We are going to give 2 more to Alpha. In doubtful, if you notice, we have 1, 6 and 9 remaining. They have 2 out of these 3 have to be given to Alpha and 1 of these 3 has to be given to Bravo. Now suppose the one that is being given to Bravo is 1, the total revenue of Bravo will be 8 plus 1, which is 9. And the total revenue of Alpha will be 6 plus 9, which is 15 over here, which is 20. So the one that is going to get to Bravo is not 1. Is the 1 out of this 1, 6 and 9 that Bravo is going to get, will it be equal to 6? In that case, basically another way to look at it is the total revenue from doubtful is 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6. This will come to 29. This is distributed between Bravo and Alpha such that Bravo's revenue is greater than Alpha's revenue. The total revenue is 29. So Bravo's revenue is greater than or equal to 15. Because if it is 14, Alpha's revenue will be greater than Bravo's because the total revenue is 29. This would imply that 8 we have identified for Bravo's revenue. The one that we have to add to Bravo has to be 9. If it is anything else, the revenue of Alpha will be greater than the revenue of Bravo. So this will belong to Bravo. This will belong to Alpha. This will belong to Alpha. Essentially, this is Bravo. This is Alpha and this is Alpha. Charlie had a higher revenue than Bravo in the products belong to Blockbuster category. In the Blockbuster category, Charlie had a higher revenue than Bravo in the Blockbuster category. Charlie's revenue right now from these two products is 8. Bravo's revenue from this product is 6. The two products which we don't know are these two, which is 4 and 9. One of them belongs to Bravo, one of them belongs to Charlie. But Charlie's revenue has to be greater. So Charlie has to get the product whose revenue is 9 and Bravo has to get the product whose revenue is 4. Only then will Charlie's revenue be greater than Bravo's revenue. So this will be Charlie and this will be Bravo. Bravo and Charlie had the same revenue from products in the no hope category. From the products in the no hope category over here, Bravo and Charlie had the same revenue. Now you would notice that Bravo's revenue from no hope is 4. Bravo has only one product here that we have identified and Charlie has two products. So the sum of the two products of Charlie has to be equal to 4. So that has to be, this has to be Charlie and one of these two has to be Charlie and one of this has to be Alpha. So we are saying that this has to be Charlie, one of these two has to be Alpha and one of these two has to be Charlie. Basically the two boxes with the revenue of 1 each, one of them belongs to Alpha, one of them belongs to Charlie. So that the total revenue of Charlie from no hope will be 4. Alpha and Charlie had the same total revenue considering all the products. If you are considering all the total products, what is the total revenue of Alpha till now? The total revenue of Alpha here and Bravo here from the doubtful category. From Bravo it is 9 plus 6 plus 2, which is 17 and Alpha will be 12. What about it in no hope? Alpha is 1 plus 2 plus 4, which is 7. Bravo is 4. Charlie is 4. In promising, we don't know. We just know that one of them has to be Alpha, one of them has to be Bravo, one of them has to be Charlie. If you're looking at the revenue for Blockbuster, for Alpha it is 3 plus 6 is 9. For Bravo, it is 6 plus 4, which is 10. And for Charlie, it is 2 plus 6 plus 9, that is 17. The total revenue of Alpha from these three will be 12 plus 7, 19 plus 9, 19 plus 9 is 28. The total revenue of Charlie from these three is, over here it is 4, over here it is 17. So this is 21. So if you are ignoring the promising one, Alpha is greater than Charlie by 7. So the difference between Charlie and Alpha in promising has to be 7. So this has to belong to Charlie, this has to belong to Alpha and this has to belong to Bravo. So now that we are done, let us solve the questions. Considering all the companies, which product had the highest revenue? Okay, the revenue of doubtful is 29. The revenue of promising is 9 plus 3 plus 2 9 plus 3 plus 2 is 14. Revenue of Blockbuster is 17 plus 10 plus 9, which is 36. Revenue of No Hope is 7 plus 4 plus 4, which is 15. So the highest is Blockbuster. Okay. Which of the following is the correct sequence of the products of Bravo in No Hope? No Hope, Doubtful, Promising, and Blockbuster for Bravo. In No Hope, for Bravo is just 1. In Doubtful, for Bravo is 3. Okay, interesting. For Promising, Bravo is only 1. 1 for all 3 of them. And for Blockbuster, Bravo is 2. So it has to be 1, 3, 1, 2, which is option A. Let us look at the next question. Which of the following statements is not correct? Interesting. Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster products is same as Charlie's revenue from Promising products. Okay, what is Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster products? Alpha's revenue from Blockbuster products is 9. And Charlie's revenue from Promising products is also 9. So option 1 is true. Sorry. This is true. What is option B? Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster was greater than Alpha's revenue from Doubtful. What is Bravo's from Blockbuster? Bravo's from Blockbuster is 10. So we are being told that 10 is greater than Alpha's from Doubtful, which is 12. This is not true. This is false because Bravo's revenue from Blockbuster is 10. Alpha's revenue from Doubtful is 12. So this is false. So this will be the correct answer. Let us look at the next question. If the smallest box in the grid is equal to 1 crore, what is approximately the total revenue of Bravo in crores? So what is the total revenue of Bravo from all the 4 segments? Bravo over here is 3. So this is 3 plus. In Blockbuster, it is 10. 10 plus. In No Hope, it is 4. Plus in Doubtful, it is 17. 3 plus 10 plus 4 plus 17 is 34. So the correct answer is 34 crores, which is option C. That is it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please do like the stream. And if you have any doubts, please comment below this chat. I'll look at it. There will be one fantastic stream on Saturday. That is the upcoming Saturday on November 16th. From 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. we'll be having a 5-hour stream. That is a Quant full revision stream. I will be there, Saili will be there. Both of us will be teaching. I would think that that is one of the most important streams that we'll be doing this year. So I would really want all of you to be there, and I want all of you to participate a lot on Saturday. Spend those 5 hours. They'll be the most productive, most fruitful 5 hours for your entire preparation. So just to confirm, it is on November 16th, Saturday, full Quant revision. From 2 to 7 p.m. Definitely be there.